stay at my girlfriend's, and it's just like I had to sort of borrow this, so now I've got the complete e-girl look.
Oh, no, you're good. I actually have a
Yeah.
pair like that, but with ears.
I had to take them off.
Oh my god.
I was
Oh,
like, that's a bit much.
oh wow. Dang. So, what's up, guys? I'm Harley Roxx with Rock Rage Radio and Louder Than Hell. I am here with Dom from Postmortem Promises. What's up?
Hello, how are you? All good?
Oh, doing good.
Uh,
Just enjoying this lovely rainy day today.
uh, Same in the UK.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah, usually I remember I used to live there for a good long while, so I remember how that goes.
Oh my God, whereabouts in the UK?
I was in Cambridge.
Oh, okay, so not
Hmm.
kind of not too far from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you want to talk about today? What's
Yeah, so
like
I got, some cool questions for you guys. What made y'all want to start a band together?
Oh, to be honest, that'd probably be the better question. Because I'm one of the newer members,
Mhm.
but I spoke to Aaron, the vocalist, who's the original member, and
Mhm.
he's basically said the band sort of started in school. They just like
Oh,
deathcore,
cool.
heavy stuff. So they just and I know that Aaron's a massive fan of Despise Icon. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm guessing that was probably one of the influences. But yeah, him and I don't know if it was the drummer, basically started the band, and yeah, it's
Oh.
just how it sort of went from there.
Yeah, and how long has that been? How long y'all been together?
I think PMP, I think officially started in probably like 2004, 2005, I think, because it
Oh
split up
wow,
at
it's been a
yeah,
good
the
like almost 20 years, right?
ish,
Something
yeah.
like that.
I think so
Oh
around
wow.
that, and they split up around 2011, I think.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure. And obviously after 10 years, now we've come with the comebacks here, so
Awesome. Everybody loves
which
a comeback, so
I'm
that's
super
awesome.
glad to be a part of it as well. So it's just like yeah, it's just been absolutely amazing with the guys.
Oh, definitely. So, who are some of y'all's influences that
Oh,
like
so
you write your music?
so obviously Aaron, he's obsessed with Despise Icon. Anytime I ask him like what stuff should we write, he's like Despise Icon. That's like his main thing.
Gotcha.
Um, um, for me personally and the other guitarist, we both Veljarta is a huge um, influence on the other guitarists. Definitely, I'm starting to get more onto it. But
Yeah.
personally, I think a lot of hardcore like Varials,
Mhm.
a newer band called Frown. They're absolutely insane.
Oh wow.
The drummer from Veljarta is in that as well. Um, but yeah, and then I think for me it was a bit weird because I sort of grew up on like classic rock,
Mhm.
so I used to listen to like Slash, Motley Crue, Kiss,
Ah,
that sort of
that's
stuff.
what's up.
Like
Cool.
Wasp, who I'm actually seeing next month as well, because they're doing like a
Nice.
40th anniversary.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wasp
the
is
world
sick.
tour, right?
Yeah. So
Cool.
um, coming from that to sort of like the more heavier deathcore sort of thing, it has
Mhm.
been a bit of a challenge, but I'm absolutely loving it. So yeah, it's just been awesome.
Cool. That's awesome. So, what town in the UK are each of y'all from?
Ooh, we're all spread around Essex, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm in like northern, so like Clacton on Sea. Um,
Mhm.
the other guitarist is in Braintree, who goes on studio. Free Will, he does all our recordings and productions, so if anyone wants
Ah, that is
mixing and stuff.
cool.
And two of the members are pretty much like South End. But yeah, all just spread around Essex,
Oh, that's
so it's not
cool.
too far.
So like when y'all play gigs in your hometown, what's the music scene like out there?
Ooh,
Like they're pretty
it's
supportive. Come see you guys a lot, or
it's hard because I've only been the reunions only had two shows,
okay.
which were not local at all.
Oh wow.
We yeah. So the first one was we got asked to play at Donfest, which is in Leeds, which is like
Wow.
a hardcore like festival like indoors, which for
Oh
me
cool.
personally it was mind blowing because we got to play with a band called Paleface, who are one of the other headliners, who
Cool.
I'm a huge fan of.
Oh
and I was
wow.
already freaking out because we were supposed to play right before them.
Yeah.
But the whole festival sort of got run back.
Mhm.
So we actually ended up playing. Well, they asked if they can play before us because they had to catch a ferry to go back to Europe to continue the tour. So when they were like, "Oh, you're playing after," I was like, "No, like no fucking way." The other guitarist, I remember we were sitting in there's like a green room. The
Yeah.
other guitarist is like massive eyes shaking. He's like, I can't fucking do this."
Wow.
Because it was just it's just been nuts. They
Wow.
absolutely killed it as well, which was awesome, and they were such lovely guys. So like the opportunity to like hang out with them was just phenomenal.
Oh man.
But yeah,
That's
what really
awesome.
surprised me because I'm also a lot younger than the other members of the band, so
Oh.
I wasn't really. I think when the first album came out, I was like 8, 9 years old. Everyone else
Oh.
is like 30. Yeah, everyone else is sort of like in their like early 30s. I'm 24, so there's like a
I
10-year
gotcha,
gap.
I gotcha. That's cool
But
though.
I didn't sort of realize how much of an influence the sort of band had, like how much of a following. Because I thought everyone's gonna leave after Paleface, because they're
Oh
such a big band. But
yeah.
there was actually quite like the same amount of people stayed to watch us, and like
Oh,
people
great.
like shouting like the song "Yeah Man." There's a part where
Mhm.
everyone screams out. I was
Yeah.
shocked when people started screaming out that. While
Wow.
Paleface were playing, we also had people like asking, "Oh, PMP was supposed to play before them. Where are they?" And I was like, "Oh, we're on next," because we haven't announced the new lineup, so that they didn't know any of like what the band looks like. And
Mhm.
this lady asked me, she was like, "Oh my god, you're in PMP and stuff." I was just it was just like, "Oh, that's awesome." So it
Cool.
was such a sick day, and also just like it was my first proper like hardcore show.
Yeah.
Um, we
Wicked.
were standing outside just waiting for us like for our turn to play, and there's just people getting battered. Like I think I turned around. This is what maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's already a guy
Mhm.
with a busted nose walking out, and I was like,
Oh my god.
"What the fuck?" Like it was insane, but it was such an amazing experience.
Oh man.
And
But I
then
mean, I
the,
think that's how a metal show should be. I saw a meme the other day that was like, dudes walking out of a metal show like it was the best show ever, like bloody noses,
yeah,
bloody
yeah.
knuckles, and smiles on their faces. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Honestly, I was just mind blown. And there's people like proper like stage diving into people. I was just just
Yeah.
so insane. But then our second show was more local to me because I grew up in London.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
was like, right, I get to bring like my one of my like high school friends.
Well,
I
cool.
invite him to come to the show. He's never
Hmm.
been at a heavy show, so we got to play opening up for Volvodinha, which absolutely amazing guys. They're so lovely.
Oh wow.
And then the absolute lads in Pint Glass, who have
Hmm.
always been welcoming. They were also on the festival in Leeds.
Oh wow.
Um, but that show was the Boston Music Room in London.
Hmm.
And I remember we were the openers. All I remember is just sitting on stage, and I look out into the crowd, and I see my mate just in the middle. He's having a great time. He's like,
Oh,
"Oh yeah, this
cool.
is awesome." And then I just see the space around him opening up.
Oh
So
wow. Oh boy.
he didn't realize what was happening, but then he just got
Oh,
absolutely annoyed.
oh
But
wow.
yeah, just was absolutely amazing. He was having fun,
Man.
and yeah, just such a fun show.
That's
Um,
wicked though. Um, so yeah, I got to listen to y'all's song Soil Tongue.
yeah, yeah.
Really cool, man. I'm gonna
Thank you.
actually air that tonight. Is there anything you can tell me like behind the songwriting for that?
Oh,
Like
so
any meaning behind it?
with Sultan, I spoke to Aaron about this yesterday. I was like, right, what does the song actually? Even though I'm in a band, I'm mainly for like instrumentals. So,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Cool.
I asked. The song is about ex partners, like toxic ex partners, and just like
Mm-hmm.
being angry at them.
Ah,
So that's the best way he's
relatable.
managed to describe
Awesome.
it.
Cool.
But then instrumental wise, the
Mhm.
song, luckily in this band, we've got 3 songwriters.
Oh,
Me, the other guitarist, and the bassist, who the bassist has played in Ukrainian Human Era.
oh wow.
So for me, also, it's a massive learning experience
Mm-hmm.
um, from both of them. But the single that's come out solo time was written by the other guitarist. He absolutely kills it all the time. The next single is coming out. That was written by the bassist, and I get to write the third one. So, yeah. But that was, for me, it was amazing because I didn't have to pretty much do anything. The other guitarist wrote the song, so he tracked it. So I just got to look cool in the music video, which even shooting the music video, then I didn't even have tabs, so I pretty much had to mime the thing.
Yeah.
So in the music video, I'm just like that, head spinning and stuff.
Yeah.
But
That's
like,
cool.
I know the song now since we played the shows, which is awesome. Also, the best reaction I saw when we did the Leeds Festival, Dawn Fest. At the end of the song, there's like a massive breakdown. And there's on our TikTok, you can find someone's filmed on the side of the stage, zooming onto another guy's face, and he's just doing that, like the stack face, like that's,
oh my God.
which is like, just so awesome. But yeah,
that's sick though.
But I'm just like, we're all just more eager to play, just more shows. Because that's the main thing that I sort of like. If I didn't have to write music just to do live shows, that'd be perfect. I hate writing, but I love playing live. So
cool, man. So you said that y'all have a new release coming up. You have any plans for like maybe a full-length album or just?
So we have the new single we're working on. We should be shooting a music video for that next month, hopefully.
Nice.
Basically, the plan is to release, I think, 3 singles, and then we're going to approach either a label to do an EP, which would be amazing. Plus, we've got a new drummer announcement as well. Because sadly, the Randy Bobandi, as I call him, from Trailer Park Boys. He's the original drummer, Randy, but sadly, just because of his job, and he's just had a kid as well. We've had someone else step in now, which announcement should be coming soon. His name's Joe. He is a fucking machine. He's like the best drummer I've like played with, and he's such a lovely lad as well. So
cool.
But yeah, looking forward to like announcing that.
That's awesome. So do you guys have any merch yet that like anybody watching can go buy some merch from you guys?
That's dropping this week.
Awesome. So make sure and y'all are all over social media. I heard you mention you're on TikTok too.
Yeah.
So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure
that's nothing. That's enough. I love how, because everyone else in the band is like older, so they're like, right, we need to run TikTok. You're the youngest one, so you have to run it. I was like, my TikTok's terrible, so now I'm having to figure out all like
the algorithms and stuff.
Yeah, and I was just like, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, honestly, there's not as many like really younger people on there. Like there still are there, but there's a lot more like, my generation and stuff on there too, like doing really, really well. So I'm like, that's cool. Because I remember back in like, I think it was 2017 when it was still called Musical.ly.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
So
I still remember like when I was watching Vines and stuff, which is like bands never used to do like Vines and stuff, like rarely.
Oh gosh, I remember those.
Imagine that.
It's like what was his name? Like Thomas Sanders and like Logan Paul, I think, used to do it.
Oh no.
He's still stoked in boxing, so whatever.
Yeah. Oh my God. Logan Paul. That's another topic. Well, Jesus Christ. But yeah, so now hopefully we will have some more content coming out from TikTok.
Sweet.
Some collabs as well. Turns out like this whole experience has been like basically me looking at influencers that I absolutely love, and then finding out they're fans of the band from like ages ago.
Wow.
So it's just like there's a YouTuber called Jamie Slays who is an absolute sweetheart. I've spoken to him for like a few days, but I'll be doing some collabs with him, which has been awesome. I get to try signature pickups too, which I'll be doing some posting, some demos of those. But yeah, it's just getting followed on like Instagram from like bands that I'm a huge fan of. Like, yeah, just vocals of WSDR followed me.
Oh, man.
Honestly, I was just like me trying to be like, I'll be cheeky and I'll request to follow, like when their account is like private, and then when you get accepted and they follow you back, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I think that happened with me whenever I followed the William from Yellow Cod.
Yeah.
He followed me back. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my
God. I haven't listened to Yellow Card in so long. What's that biggest song they had?
Ocean Avenue.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that since college.
I know.
That is an absolute banger as well.
I know. They're actually playing the When We Were Young Fest this year with Blink-182.
I remember when they announced When We Were Young Fest, it was supposed to be like a massive scam or something because it was so packed.
It wasn't.
It's actually happened. That's mental.
Well, yeah,
was it still the same?
Yeah, me and my boyfriend went out to Vegas for that. We were supposed to go on Saturday because we had like the artist passes and stuff.
Yeah.
Press, we we're going to be covering for Kitty actually.
Oh my god! One
of my all-time favorite chick metal bands.
So. Yeah, I remember them. Oh my god, they still keep popping up for me on like Facebook. Like
they're back.
Videos
yeah. No, but it was really cool though. But of course, Saturday, they couldn't move forward with that.
Oh no.
Because I know like a lot of people gave them a lot of crap just because, they're like, oh, you canceled it that day just because of a little wind. No, like we were actually in Vegas, like, and we went to go to Vince Neil's restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, but it was like getting out of the Uber to walk to the door. It was like you had to like grab onto something. It was really bad. But
I think
Sunday it happened though. They did end up having Sunday and then the following weekend, which I saw videos. My best friend was there. I was like hoping to go this year, so
that would be awesome.
That would be.
See, that's the thing. A lot of people don't really realize how, like, at a festival, whenever you realize, like, as soon as there's wind, that has such a huge effect on sound.
Oh,
sometimes you won't even be able to hear it. So it's like I'm not surprised like bands canceling or like really windy like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not just that, but like in Vegas, that's basically their version of like snow.
Yeah.
It's like they have these windstorms because they're in the middle of the desert, so it's just like, man, that's crazy.
Also, how's the sorry, how's Vince Neil's restaurant?
Oh, it was good. Tatuado. It was really good. It's kind of a little small, but the food was really good. They have like all this Motley Crue memorabilia and like awesome. When they went platinum and stuff. I mean, it's all replicas, of course, but
yeah.
No, it was just cool to be there and to get to experience that and stuff. So yeah.
See,
it was fun.
I'd love that because like we've never been to the US, but anytime like on all the posts there's comments being like play in Minnesota or some random like somewhere in the US. I was like, I wish, because I'd love to go to the US so bad.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I'd love to go to events. Like when I was younger, I was such a huge like Motley Crue fanatic. I remember when like my mate first got me like a stack of CDs when I first got into rock. After discovering Guns N' Roses, he's like, right, now check out like Motley Crue, Skid Row. And I was like laying on my bed listening to like Two Fossil Love and stuff like that, just trying to figure out. I saw them in 2015. Shout out to them. Yeah.
Yeah, because my boyfriend's in a Motley Crue tribute band.
Oh my god.
He plays Vince, and it's just like the music is so amazing, and just to like watch it with like, the costumes and everything, the whole look, the sound, the props, like everything. It's I was born a year after Shout at the Devil came out, so obviously I didn't get to experience what like most of my boyfriend's band's fans experience, but I'm just like This is so much fun. I literally named my radio show after a Motley Crue song because I love Louder Than Hell. That's my favorite, all-time favorite Motley Crue song. So wicked.
That's so awesome because like
yeah.
I saw them in 2015 when they were supposed to do like the final tour. They were download, and that was amazing. Vince's, I know his voice isn't top now, but then, Jesus Christ, like live, he was still like really, really good. And Mick Mars as well. Just like even obviously because of his condition, it was quite sad because obviously he can't really move too much. But the bloke never missed a note, and I was like, "You are an absolute legend."
Yeah, it was
now
great.
like John 5 stepping in, that's like the best replacement I could have thought of.
And he fits in so good too, like with the look and everything. I'm like,
and the numbers. You've got Nikki 6 and John 5 now.
Yeah,
Vince 4.
I know. Yeah, because we got to see them on the stadium tour when they came to Houston. Man, I'm just like, I'm glad I at least can say like I got to see Mick once in my life. So but the show was, gosh, amazing. I can't wait till, I think they're supposed to be coming back to the US in like 2024. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But for those of you viewing, make sure you go follow Postmortem Promises. You can check out their song Soil Tongue tonight on my show on rockrageradio.com. We do have an app too, so make sure you download that. But seriously, that way. Damn it, it's not doing it right. Go follow Postmortem Promises and check out their stuff. Hopefully, you'll come to the US eventually, play some shows.
Fingers crossed.
Because that would be awesome.
That'll be an absolute dream.
Right.
Awesome.
But so everybody tune in tonight, rockrageradio.com.